last time, you were given a job to redistribute an artifact of magic origin, one that had been deemed safe by Abigail, or the captain. You explored ancient ruins of highly advanced civilization, fell to different traps, and explored, gathering information about what happened here. Last we left off, you were exploring tunnels, and had sat down for a short rest. And this is where we begin our story today. So you guys are taking a short rest. Matthew already rolled for his and got 15 health back with his hit die.
Because I used all 4 of my hit die.
So
Sure, I'll use one.
you guys are chilling in like a tunnel. What are you guys talking about? It's like for an hour or so.
Oh, we're here for an hour?
Yeah, because it's a short rest, so you're like here for an hour chilling.
Alright.
I
So,
don't
yeah.
need to
we
roll my
never
hit
really... We never really came to a conclusion on that team name.
Yeah, you're right. We do need to figure that out.
You know, we've got the black and blue for the neutralizers, but considering we're all wearing something blue, whether it be a scarf or like a cloak,
So when
You
you
know,
roll your hit die, you roll your hit die plus your con.
Nope, it's just pure hit die.
Jazz, why did you roll a hit die?
Yeah,
you didn't take any damage.
Just because I wanted to see how I'd roll today.
Oh.
3 out of 8 isn't terrible.
John's at nice health. Alright.
No,
So, definitely I think something blue in the name.
Okay.
Shit
Like
happens.
Azure, Lapis.
Ooh, I like lapis.
Lapis. All right.
Foreman, you got any ideas?
Huh?
Yeah, that's about what I figured.
Your creativity inspires me, Borman.
Your creativity.
You're as quiet as a ghost. Wait. Ghost. We can work with that. Lapis ghosts? No.
No.
Lapis spirits?
Do I even want to know what you're talking about?
We're talking about our damn team name.
That we've been trying to come up with for quite a while now.
That Abigail wants us to come up with before we return. Think.
Where are you going on this whole ghost?
Well, I mean, we're never really there for long. In the last place we went, we were in and out, 10-minute adventure.
That's true, and we probably showed up like a bunch of ghosts to those people.
Yeah. How about the Lapis Wisps?
I really like that. That sounds just really cool.
Borman, what you think? Lapis Wisps?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't come up with anything better, so I guess we'll go by this.
Unless you have any suggestions, Foreman, we would love to hear them.
Better than the Brass Farmers.
Anything better than the farmers.
Anything is better than the farmers.
I'm glad we agree.
Oh my god. So, you figure out your team name in the middle of this rusted, falling apart tunnel with some, patches of sunlight coming through. And your rest is over, and you get up and you continue the trek. You walk for a while, and eventually you get to an entrance to a massive room. Inside the room, you can see a large machine that has pipes and wires spreading out, connecting to ports all over the ceiling. There seems to be some sort of large circular insert at the center of this machine. There's also a metallic humanoid with its back leaning against it, laying on the ground.
Huh.
How far away is the metallic humanoid?
Let's see here. I'll bring you. I'm gonna copy and paste copy your stuff, but I'll bring you to the next thing so that you can see it. Alright. You are at, I guess, the southmost, if you can see it, where there's that gate. That gate represents your the entranceway at the bottom.
Alright, that's 65 feet.
Interesting. I take it we're right about at the entrance.
Yes, you're not like through the entrance, you're like a step behind the entrance. You know, you're like one square back.
Okay.
Is there anything else of note in the room other than the big engine-looking thing?
And wires filling up the top of the ceiling where they're connecting it to the engine. As if they spread to the rest of the city.
I see. Hey, Scruff, go check out the metal. The metal man.
Scruff to go check out the metal man. Okay, so I'll place all of you down, and I'll put you guys here-ish. And Scruff, let's see here, what do I have for this? Yeah, okay, so Scruff runs through, like as like a dog, and goes over to him and starts sniffing, you know, the metal man. It does not move. Are you looking through Scruff right now, or?
I'm just kind of keeping the telepathic bond with Scruff. He's just relaying what he sees to me.
He sees that it's in an inert person, but with an open chest compartment. Hollow.
I'm gonna... Seeing as nothing happened when Scruff ran along, I'm gonna follow his path.
Okay.
Up to the thing.
So, you follow him. I'm gonna pull you back a little bit. Where's 40 feet from where you started? About there. Go ahead and put yourself at the 40-foot thing, which is about there. You do walk forward, and
I'm following the same path that Scruff took.
I know you
Scruff would
are.
have triggered the same things that I could.
Scruff's also a wild animal, technically, in a lot of things. Ideas. Minth and Borman, you see it first, since you're still up at the gateway. Above you, red lights activate, and the sound of metallic whirring is heard. As three metallic forms drop down from the wires. Roll me initiative.
I hate this fucking town.
They are
You and me
weapon
both.
ready. Everyone.
Oh, I don't want to fucking hear it, Mr. Didn't Fall 3 fucking stories.
Thank you,
Shut
Jazz.
the fuck up,
I'm
Borman.
good he's extra sassy today.
Thank you, Jazz, for rolling the initiative while the rest of them bitch.
I'm still in the process of fucking changing my shit.
I know. This is
Hold on,
funny.
9. And let me roll for Scruff as well. He's definitely in on this.
Ooh.
I rolled a 4 for Scruff and a 12 for myself.
Oh no, Jacob's rolling good today.
Jazz is up first. The Helmed Horror is before Jazz. The second animated armor is after Jazz. Matthew is before Alex. The last animated armor is at the bottom, and Scruff is before the last animated armor. Okay. Oh, Matthew. Oh.
It's fine. I wanted to play my sorcerer anyway.
The leader, or like the one that's more armed, walks up to you with his longsword held, and you can feel the steam coming off of him and seeing the red glow of his eyes, and it's gonna make 2 longsword attacks at you
Go ahead and roll.
as it multi-attacks. Oops. I think they both hit. With 25 and 23.
Jacob's getting good rolls today. It was nice knowing you all.
As he's
Roll.
holding the
Roll
weapon,
damage.
as he's holding the weapon with both hands.
Oh wait, I'm going to use, because Belt of Thorns is every time I take damage, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna use 2 charges for it. Make
Okay.
me 2 dex saves.
I will make you 2 dex saves. I'll just do this. They both probably fail with a 2.
They
and a
did
10.
both fail, so you take 46 of piercing damage in addition to this shit.
That's fine.
Because this is probably gonna down me anyway. That's 14 piercing damage.
And also magical damage. Which is good.
No, it specifically says piercing.
Well, because it's a magic effect. But,
Oh, I see. So it's magical piercing.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Um,
Alright.
As it hits you with both of its swords, it does or with both swipes, it does 19 slashing damage. With 2-handed slashes.
Short rest.
It's a good thing you
Although
took one.
now I'm down to 9 health.
Oh, God.
Alright. Jazz, it's
Why'd you let me go first, Borman? Be our fucking tank, man.
Quit rushing into things, Alex.
It's your turn, Jazz. Oh, God.
Oh, boy. And I take it there is, like, nowhere really for me to hide.
This is an open room. You have never seen a more open room in your life.
I'm Elden Stone. No.
I melt into stone. It's metal.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that Mercedes was here.
Oh, God, Matthew, I can't get to you.
Fucking do something.
Dash is a bonus action for you. Remember that.
That's true. Dashing is a bonus action. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm
Flank
going to
Flank it.
flank it.
Flank it.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm going to flank it, and I'm going to stab at it.
Okay, go for it. With advantage. I love Matthew. Flank it! Flank it!
Which is what I was already going to do, so nice.
Yeah, you gotta remember rogue stuff.
One, that second one's coming. Okay, there it is.
You hit with the second one.
Good. Oh, God, it's a high thing.
It's a high. Just Jazz.
Don't forget sneak attack damage.
I'm not sneaking.
No,
I'm within
because
5 feet of it.
You're flanking. You
Ah,
have advantage. So. Like,
You're flanking and I'm within 5 feet, so you get the sneak attack damage.
remember, it's passive.
yeah. It's
'Cause-
1d8 plus my proficiency, right?
It's your D8 plus proficiency or not proficiency plus the dex. So it's a
Oh,
5 damage.
It's no, it's a 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. And then your sneak attack.
Yeah.
Whew. Sorry about that. I had a sneeze.
I can see that. Okay. You hit it, Jazz, and you've never hit something like this before. The metal screeches as your weapon doesn't seem to do nearly as much damage as you expected it to.
Oh.
It is one of the animated armor's turns. Hi, Jazz.
How you doing, friend?
I'm gonna go down so I don't provoke opportunity from Scruff. And walk over to Jazz. And
You
now
fool!
Jazz
Scruff
is
has the
flanked.
reach feat. No.
And now Jazz is flanked, as this thing is gonna slam you with both of its arms.
Yes. Take opportunity attack from the dog.
I know, right?
He will
So,
bite you.
does an 18
He is fierce.
It does.
hit? And does, I think, an unnatural 20 hits if an 18 hit.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And you take
This time Jacob's flanked away.
16 bludgeoning damage.
Bruh.
Hey Jacob, stop playing to win.
As it smacks you twice. Matthew, it's your turn.
It's my turn?
Yes.
Great. So, I'm just gonna move right over here.
You're gonna disengage first, or you can take it?
No, because I don't provoke melee attack of opportunities with my mobile feat.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to put the orb inside the chest cavity of this machine as a bonus action. I don't care what it does, I'm just putting it in there. And, hey, Mint,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't like that.
I'm sorry. So, yeah, there's a 15-foot sphere right here, covering
Yep.
right here.
It's around that. Yeah, I know where it's at. It's around that.
Yeah.
Those 3 people. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll just...
Matthew, also, when you put the orb in the chest of the robot, the chest cavity slams shut.
Good to know. There's my sphere.
Okay.
I know it's not a sphere,
A
but
square?
that's the best I could do.
It is a square.
As I have casted Black Storm.
Yep.
So make me, I'm gonna need you to make me strength saving throws, everything inside of here.
Matthew, please.
The helmed horror getting advantage on it. Thank God. Rolls a 19.
I got a 14.
Hold on, like, it's trying to catch me back up.
And the animated armor rolls a 20.
All of you actually succeeded.
Oh, including
Okay.
Jazz is like, ah!
However, everything inside takes 10 damage, 2 of it necrotic and 5 of it necrotic and 5 of it thunder.
Oh, it does 2 types
Matthew,
of damage.
I'm at 4 health now. Thank you.
Yes.
Goddamn motherfucker.
So it's minus.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Don't make that yet. Don't make that yet.
Okay.
I forgot I have to roll for that. I have to roll for that damage. Whoopsie daisies. Okay, so for the helmed horror,
Yeah.
9 misses. For Mint, 7 misses. I'm so happy I'm rolling in the single digits. This is so spicy with my +5 intelligence. And for the other thing, is a 13 hit?
A 13 does not hit.
Fuck me, man. All these terrible rolls. Well, everything is still standing. There's just a black storm looming over all of it.
So we did, so the 5 damage from, is it 8 d6s because it's 2 different types of damage? Or is it just...
No.
Okay.
It is 2d6s of necrotic and 2d6s of thunder.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It takes half as much on a miss.
Yes. So, Jazz,
So
you take 5 damage.
everything here takes 5 damage.
I did the 5 damage. So
Oh boy, that 9 health.
John.
Wait, this isn't a friendly spell.
John.
Nah. Hold on, it's trying to catch me back up.
Okay.
John hitting me with a gnaw.
Ugh.
Like as if I don't realize. One of the few fucking spells I can do that will actually hurt people other than Magic Missile. Besides, I'm trying to get us a teammate.
Oh. Okay. Never mind. The helmed horror didn't take any damage. But the animated.
What? Is the Helmed Horror immune to necrotic and thunder damage?
Oh, it does take the thunder damage. I need to do that.
I was about to say,
I'll give
like, that's a little bullshit.
I'll give it the extra 1. It takes a quarter, and I'll give it 3 damage instead of 2.
Okay. Good to know that most of my spells can't hurt these things.
Oh no, the animated armor took it just fine. Or took this. It's just the helmet. John, you
Okay.
caught up?
Yep.
Alright, it's your turn.
I activate Rage and rush over.
Deactivate
Classic variant.
Classic barbarian. I'm waiting for his thing to change and stuff.
Son of a bitch. Because it just like mentioned server has been interrupted.
Oh, great. Lovely. John's internet's taking the piss. Oh, there he goes again. Oh, it actually did it for me this time.
Yeah, he moved.
Alright, John. You move forward.
Oh, that was a dash.
Oh, yeah, good point.
A dash. Your
Yeah.
movement speed is 30, is it not?
Yes.
25.
25, but either way, from being right there is a 40 movement.
Fair.
It's Scruff's turn.
It's Scruffy's turn.
Yeah.
Scruff's gonna make a bite at the...
Scruff's gonna flank the animated armor.
Yeah. It's a +3 to hit. Okay. Please stop fucking me, dice.
Ooh!
16 hit?
Ooh, no, it does not.
Fuck me, man. Highest roll I've made is a natural 13.
The other animated armor is gonna go...
Come to Alex. Come right in front of Alex. Take an attack of opportunity from Scruff. I dare you,
He's
motherfucker.
still in Scruff. That's as far as he can move, but he's still in... Oh, no, he can only move 25, so he goes here. And it
God, there's a line of flank.
yeah, there is. And he's gonna make 2 multi-attacks at Scruff with advantage.
Why do you hate my dog?
I don't. It's just all I can do.
You could attack Jazz.
I don't want to kill Jazz right. I think only the 16 hits.
Yeah, the 16 hits.
So 8 damage. The dog goes poof. Alrighty.
I
The
tried.
bot, the bot that you're standing next to, Matthew. There's a jolt in its servos as it whirs to life, kind of trying, and it seems to be trying to get a hold of its surroundings. It doesn't have any turns just yet. Alrighty. The Helmed Horror looks at the 2 other armors and points to Jazz and you, Matthew, while it looks at Orman dead in the eyes. It's gonna scoot over to the storm and provoke an opportunity attack from Mint.
It began its turn in there.
And
you
I will
make
make
me a
fucking
strength
take it.
saving throw.
And it also needs to make a strength save? Okay.
Yes, because you began your turn in there.
I think a 23 makes it.
Damn it.
Jazz,
Damn it! Why'd you have advantage on the strength saves, man?
But,
I missed, didn't I?
yeah. Yeah, Matthew,
Wait, what did Jazz roll for?
Opportunity attack, I moved out of its place. Or out of
Oh, okay.
Matthew, I still take half lightning damage, so just...
No, it's just to see if you go knocked prone.
Oh, okay. It looks at Orman, and it goes to make 2 of its, 2-handed longsword swipes at him. I think a
You're gonna,
crit hits.
I was about to say you're gonna have to tell me what they are, because
There's a 15 and a crit, and I don't think the 15 hits.
the 15 does not. The crit. It's a fucking crit. What do you think?
You take 13 slashing damage.
And reduce that by half.
No, that's...
No, that is
Double.
half.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
that is half, because it was a critical hit.
Fuck. Once it catches me back up, it's gonna make the change.
Jazz? Jazz over here. Well, it was nice adventuring with y'all.
You're telling me.
Did the change go through?
The change just went through, yes.
Okay. Oh, wait. Though for the 15, he does get knocked prone because of the shield.
Because the attack action was at the same time, it'll get knocked prone afterwards. But yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Alrighty, so it's
3
not-
force damage.
And how much?
I just rolled and it gave me 3 force damage.
It hasn't showed up yet, but yes, it will take that. Oh! It does not take. You hit it, and the force damage doesn't seem to do anything. It is still knocked prone.
How many fucking damage immunities does this thing have?
A few.
What the fuck?
He did say any encounter we'd have would be a lethal encounter.
Fair.
But you did knock it prone, John. So I know we're losing him every so often, but I will keep going. Because
But I did.
Oh, what, Matt? What, Jess?
I was gonna say I did think that we weren't going to have encounters this often.
Jazz,
I don't want to die.
it's your turn.
Great.
Doesn't she have to make a strength save?
Yeah, at the beginning of her turn.
Matthew, you fucked me.
It's only to prone, and you're prone.
You're prone, so half your movement to get up.
Yeah.
And if you're not gonna move, you're fine.
But you can still bonus disengage, move 15 feet away because you're half movement up, and, you know, and still dash. Yeah.
If you wanted to, Jazz, you could move here with 0 consequence to you.
So that's what
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
saying-
do.
I'm not saying you should do it, I'm just recommending it.
You can move here, 15 feet, you can still dash. You have some.
You have some other options, but you can get out of the storm and keep one of those armors in the storm, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do what Matthew recommended.
Okay.
And while I'm here, I'm gonna drink 2 minor potions if that's alright.
You can drink 1.
I can drink 1. Great.
Because you only have, yeah. Ooh,
Ooh.
John's trying.
I was gonna say, let Jacob roll for you, so you get 2 natural 4s.
Fuck you.
Fucking max damage and crit within the first 2 minutes of recording.
So now I have 2.
Why is my internet acting up today, little guys?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm just gonna, for the sake of it, hold on. Let me get all the shit out of the way. There.
Thanks. Now I'm gonna be having a long line of dice rolls when I come back.
Alrighty. And let's see here. Jazz moved. If you dashed away, you'd take 2 opportunity attacks.
Oh no, my turn's done, yo.
Oh, you're done? Okay.
I'm done. That's all I'm gonna do.
It's the animated armor in the storm's turn, and it's got to make a
Make
strength
that
save.
strength save. Has to beat a 14. Fuck me!
Stands strong, and it turns to look at Jazz to make 2 swipes, but with no advantage. So that's convenient. Does a 16 hit? I critically failed with the other one.
A 16 does hit.
Okay. So it only does... As you get smacked, it does 4 damage as it smacks you with its arm. Oh, I
And
see
is that
John's
its-
roll finally.
Is that its turn, Jacob?
That is its turn, yeah.
Cool. 14.
Okay. Is that consistent?
Yes. It is, as long as anything is in the spell, the beginning of the spell, they have to make the strength save. At the end of the spell, they take the damage. Or at the end of their turn, they take the damage.
So at the
If they end their turn in the storm, they take the damage again.
Okay, so they take the damage again. Do they have to make a save for it, or is it just flat damage?
It doesn't specify. I'll roll to hit just in case. That way, it's a hit or miss kind of situation.
And if you
So I'm
miss,
gonna
I'll
exit
take,
the game and re-enter.
It's a
See if that
7, so
fixes
it takes 7 damage
I'll take half
total.
damage. Yeah, that'll be,
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
yeah. Because it
So I'm gonna try to
doesn't
re-enter
specify.
the game.
What, John?
I'm gonna try and re-enter to see if that fixes it.
Okay.
It said you were in the game.
At the end of its turn, the other animated armor that you put the orb into stands up, realizing what's actually happening and seeing you, the rest of you, fighting the armor. And it goes over here and starts wailing on this animated armor. And it has 2 advantage attacks. It hits the first one and it hits the second one. So it does 8 damage, smacking this animated armor. Matthew, you can tell that this one that you revived is on your side.
Good.
Matthew, it's your turn.
Cool. Mince duck.
I'm guessing you do.
Can I? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's Matthew giving you a heads up so you can get out of the way of whatever attack he's gonna do.
you see Mince just fucking duck. Like, he drops and squats.
Drop it like that.
Cool. So that's going to be a 2nd level magic missile. Straight over Jazz's head at not that one, this one.
The one in the storm? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And magic missile is an extra D4 plus 1 for
4d4 plus 4, basically.
Yeah. So that's 12 force damage.
Blast it, and it knocks pieces off of it, but it's still standing, but it's hanging on by a thread.
Okay.
Is that it? Probably.
Oh, and I'm going to cast Misty Step
Oh yeah, bonus action.
as a bonus action to get here.
Okay, and I see what you're doing.
And I'm going to extend my staff as well.
Okay. John,
So I have that juicy 15 feet reach.
your turn. I have the auto in the wrong place, but if I have it in the right place, he already knows. John, it's your turn.
I'm smacking it with the Be Good stick.
Alrighty. Yeah, you get the +1 and advantage. These things are not happy. They are not friendly.
I can see that.
Ooh, you hit it with a 26. Hot diggity.
Better.
Oh, that's what I've been missing. I keep forgetting to add proficiency to fucking spells. Stupid. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm stupid.
It's okay, Matthew. It's one of those days.
It really is. I'm sorry I put you in a black storm, man.
It's okay. Just give me a heads up next time so I can fly.
You actually can't escape it.
You smack it, and it stands firm, but you can hear the vibration resonating through its body.
I can't escape it, but I can avoid being knocked on my ass.
No, the prone thing,
Mhm.
the thing with the black storm, is that it is a 60-foot high cloud,
Oh, Jesus.
but everything under it, under that cloud, suffers the effects. So even if you're flying, you get knocked prone, and you fall.
What the
It
fuck?
grounds things. It's terrifying.
The animated armor that is pinned between the new robot and Myth turns around, looking confused at the one that hit it, and goes to slam at it twice. And it hits both times, unfortunately. damage to it. You can see a little bit of a spark come from it, Jazz, as it gets smacked twice.
Oh,
It doesn't look like the rest of them now that you're getting a good look at it, Jazz. It seems more friendly, I'd say. It's not armor, but it's replicating something else. It's the Helm Horror's turn, and it grips its blade and goes to make one attack at both of you each. So the first one will be Borman, because that's where he's looking directly. I crooked on again. And the second
What the
one
fuck?
is on Matthew. I don't
Shield.
Shield. Okay, it swipes down, and you can see the buildup of the second attack, and you're just like, shield, as you block it.
That is a spicy 13 armor class for the folks at home.
Wait, shield gives you only up to 13?
No, it gives me an additional 5, but
Oh.
my armor class is only 13.
Okay. Yeah.
So that boosts me to an 18.
Yep.
And by the way, everyone, I have 21 AC.
John, you take another 13 damage.
Somehow killing me with crits, people.
Man, I thought the city was gonna be the thing that squished John up, but nope.
No, instead
No,
it
it's gonna be
squished
your
me to
fucking
bits.
actual-
What, John?
It's gonna be your fucking boss.
Jazz, it is your turn.
so Jacob, this is the not friendly one, right?
The not friendly one's in between the two of you, yes.
And you would say is now turned towards this one and distracted.
It has you have advantage in general, so this factory will be our tomb. Ooh, that's a spicy 24 to hit. Good job.
That is. Thank you. 1 second to get my bullshit.
Metagaming parrot. Brrrt, don't forget the sneak damage. Brrrt.
It's not the sneak damage I ever forget. It's always the like modifier I forget.
Yeah. Okay, and then plus sneak.
I'm just putting that in real quick. Oh, hey, that's a. Why did it do that?
It's plus 6. I had 6 more damage. I know that. It's fine.
Thank you. I went to go hit roll and it's just all of a sudden, guess what? You have a -5. I'm like, what? No.
You hit something vital and it chips off part of the armor as well, as you can see like oil and stuff spewing out of it.
That should be 11 damage.
Yeah, or it's 13, but okay.
No. If it's supposed to be +5, not -5?
No, it's just supposed to be
Just-
0.
Oh, it's just the 2d6s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another sneak damage. It's good.
Okay, my bad.
The animated armor in the storm's turn, it's gonna make its strength save again. I guess 14 passes it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it stands up tall.
Wait,
What?
no, it fails it. It's based off of my intelligence. That's my bad. Everything that rolled a 14 in here was supposed to be knocked prone.
Okay. So this
DC's a
animated-
15.
This animated armor slams into the ground, but it stands back up with half of its movement, and it's tired of being in the storm, so your half of that is... Okay, they can still move to there. Jazz is distracted, so she can't opportunity attack this. Walks out of the storm. And it's gonna take 2 swipes at you, Matthew.
God damn, dude.
But with not with advantage, so.
I know, it's still 2 swipes.
Matthew, you can block 1 damage. With
Don't
shield.
even fucking patronize me. I'm down. The 20 would down me.
Yeah. So I mean.
I have 9
7
health
for-
left. That doubled by itself is 14.
So well, it's 7 for the first hit because you have 13, and then it's
I had
12.
9 health left.
Yeah, I know. As the 2 fists slam down, knocking Alex to the ground. Matthew, make me a death saving throw. You succeed your first one with a 12. John, it is your turn. You no longer have advantage on this creature.
Push him in the storm.
Push him in the storm! Do you really want to try grappling?
I don't know. It seems to be immune to fuck all everything. For all I know, it's got an immunity to being grappled too.
Smack.
Smack it?
Fuck.
Okay.
Fuck.
You miss.
Obviously.
The animated armor pinned between Jazz and the other robot is still going to try to take down the new foe in its wake, and it misses both attacks. So that's that. This new robot sees Alex has gone down. You can hear gears whirring as it sounds as if it sounds, you know, upset that one of your companions has gone down.
Okay.
A blade comes out as it tries to strike from its forearm, and the second hit smacks the animated armor.
Jesus Christ, we're losing John.
That was weird.
Oh.
Whoa.
He's still here, but it's just that was weird. And it does 11 more damage, almost taking this thing out. Alrighty. John.
It's still happening.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
The Helm Horror is going to take 2 slashes at you again. It missed both times.
Alright, gods.
As the sword cracks into the ground. Jazz, it is your turn.
You are now prone, bitch.
It is prone, but it doesn't take any of the force damage.
You won't get advantage from my dead body. You might as well just finish this thing off.
Oh, I get prone because it's prone.
Maybe I was gonna up you, but
I have confidence that the die aren't done with me yet.
alright. So I still have advantage, right?
You have advantage, so you have an attack, a bonus, and a movement. So you can attack and do your other 2 things. Oh, thank God. Well, you missed.
Well.
That's a shame.
I'm going to use my bonus action to flip this thing off, and that's my turn.
The other animated armor that downed Matthew is 10, 15, 20. Oh, it can actually walk all the way around and get behind Borman.
Today and all that, so I was out and about today.
And it's going to... I want you to hit me. Do it! It is going to slam at Borman twice with advantage. I don't think a 19 hits.
Nope.
I don't think a 17
Nope.
hits. But the 17 does proc your shield, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Alrighty. And so you slam this one into the ground as well.
Wait, John, what's your AC?
21.
Wouldn't the 19 also proc it?
I mean, they both proc it, but it gets both of its attacks before getting procced. Either way...
Wait, wouldn't it activate the force damage separately, or?
Okay. Yeah, it should. That makes sense.
So roll it a second time?
Go for it. It just... It goes to swing at you, and you block it both times, and you just hear... as it slams it twice into the ground. Matthew, roll me another death save. succeed the second one. John, it is your turn.
I knew the dice gods weren't done with me yet.
Both of your opponents are prone, John.
Helm Tor.
You have advantage on either one.
You have advantage on both of them. Which, you miss either of them.
Jesus Christ. High AC, double attacks, and damage immunities. Level 4, people.
The animated armor fighting Jazz and the robot realizes its situation and in a last-ditch effort tries to hit each of them once. So it misses the robot and it misses Jazz.
Thank you.
The other, more, pleasant-looking one hits the animated armor in front of you, Jazz, and it smashes it into pieces
Nice.
as the sword retracts from the last attack.
So glad I made the sack play to bring that shit back.
The helmed horror stands up. Hi, John. You know what's coming.
Probably another natural 20.
You never see it coming.
I don't think a 19 doesn't hit, and neither of them hit. As you
He's knocked prone again.
It's knocked prone again, but it doesn't take damage. So
Oh, it's not prone?
it gets knocked prone again, and just the damage doesn't prone the helm.
Back to the ground, healing.
Jazz, it's your turn.
I like to imagine it keeps getting up to hit him, and he just keeps sweeping the leg. And it just keeps falling.
Hey, Alex, is that storm still going?
It is a duration of 1 minute, and it is not a concentration.
Okay, and it's
So
still
it's there. Just don't end your turn in here.
Okay, so as long as they don't end my turn in there, I'm fine.
You can
You can
step over Matthew's body.
Yeah, you can stand over my corpse.
Well, yeah, you can't share the space, but you can step over him.
Yeah, I was gonna go about. Oh wait, hold on, I'm not on the right thing. Here, if that's fine.
Yeah, you can probably go behind him, behind him relative to the direction you're pointing. All right, you have advantage on him, which includes sneak attack damage when you hit him, if you hit him. So go ahead and roll advantage on an attack if that's your plan. You hit him!
Woo! And where's my... Wow.
Oh. That is a big oof. Okay, that's better. You stab at it, and as you're trying to stick your blade deeper in, it grabs your blade with its bare hand, and you're just like, John's back into the game.
Ish?
The other
I didn't realize I left.
The other animated armor on the opposite side of Borman stands up and tries to do 2 smacks with advantage at Borman. Yeah! It misses the first one, but hits the second one with a 21. So John, take 3 bludgeoning damage, and it's knocked prone and gets force damage dealt to it. Alrighty. Did you do the 3 force damage, John?
I did.
Okay.
I
Matthew,
rolled a 1.
make me...
At the rate things are going, we really are going to become wisps.
Matthew, make me another death save.
5, that's a fail.
1 fail.
That's 2 successes and 1 fail.
Yep. John, it is your turn. Both of your targets are prone again.
I'm gonna take care of the armor first, then.
I'll take care of the armor first, then. Yeah. Okay. You miss both hits, or you missed the hit, John. The other robot that's up to the top. Oh, I can make it actually. Gets over here and goes to smack at the animated armor you have proned by slamming its hands into the ground. It hits the first hit, but misses the second one. And it does... It smashes the other animated armor into bits with that first hit. And it looks up at Borbin and gives him a thumbs up. It can't really smile. The helmed horror stands up again, and it is huffing steam.
Walk into my fucking cloud, I dare you.
It's going to do one swipe each at John and Jazz, but Jazz first. A 19, I think, hits Jazz.
It does.
And a 13 does not hit John as it's slammed back into the ground.
You could have swapped these and missed both.
Jazz, you take 9 slashing damage.
Ow.
Jazz, it's your turn. You have this thing with advantage.
I didn't like that.
I didn't like that.
The stab.
This stab. Oh, I miss.
As you go to stab and it kind of like creens its neck out of the way. Matthew.
Brat, bonus action, healing potion. Brat, it's in my pocket. Brat.
Jazz,
Death
you
save.
can
Can-
but Jazz can still do her bonus action if she wants to. I'm gonna let her.
Can I use my bonus action to get the healing pocket out of his, or healing potion out of his pocket?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna get that healing potion out of Alex's pocket and just pour it down his fucking throat again.
All right. Go ahead and roll for Matthew's healing.
Is it the same
2d4
minor healing?
+2.
2d4 plus 2. Gotcha.
Same potion. Okay, Matthew. You are stable, awake, and with 9 HP. And it is your turn, Matthew.
I really fucking hate you. And I'm going to run back 40 feet, or about this far actually.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my last second level spell slot for good old Scorching Ray.
Okay. Go ahead and, well, it's prone, so roll with advantage.
Whoops, that was wrong. So a 16, a 7, and a... Yeah, you know what, let me just...
Oh, you hit with the 2 16s, Matthew.
With this 2 16s? Gotcha.
Because it's a +7 for each of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Alright, fine. That's really funny,
And
though.
Scorching Ray is...
God, could you imagine 46?
2d6 is fire. So this will be 46 fire. And does it add my intelligence thing, or is that just a... no, on a hit.
Yeah.
Just 46. Gotcha. So that's 14 fire damage.
You blast it, and you can see that parts of it are starting to melt, but it's still alive and writhing on the ground.
Go the fuck to sleep.
It is your
And-
turn, John.
That is my turn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless Matthew has a bonus action he can do, but...
Nope,
Crush.
I'm out of Misty Step.
Crush, kill, destroy... Oh!
Finally.
Good.
John crit the Helmed Horror!
Lucky it's the Be Good stick.
John, you did 1 over its health. And John smashes its head into the ground, leaving nothing but mechanical parts all over.
And again, and again.
And again,
And one more for
again,
treasure.
and again, until the rage ends.
Well, and one more for good measure.
And one more for good measure. How you guys feeling?
Ow!
I hate this fucking town. I'm gonna I'm gonna limp my half-dead carcass.
Are you gonna
Over.
turn off or is the storm goes away? I'm gonna say the storm goes away.
Yeah,
But the constructs, remain motionless after your battle finishes, and you are left in this large, massive room. Now, with another one, standing there, seeming friendly, seeming, happy to see you guys. Its body is normal, human shape, but entirely metal, unlike the constructs you just fought. This
You
one
a
has a
Warforged?
face. There's an open compartment. You already did that.
Yeah.
And yes.
I already put my thing in there.
If you look over at the machine sitting behind him, you can see that there is a compartment for a much larger version of the crystal in it. And you can kind of tell that that crystal, at the size it was, wouldn't do anything in that machine. It gives you all a wave, and its eyes light up happily. It changes from a red to a blue hue, as if from combat to friendly. Hello there. My name is Otto, the automatic personal servant. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Otto. Thank you for your assistance.
Jazz, oh god, it talks!
I'm going to loot the armors.
You don't really find much other than broken machine parts.
What about the sword?
You said
It's a longsword.
you're an automated servant.
An automatic personal servant. I am the helper of the head engineer here. This is my first time being activated. Do you know where he is?
I am the head engineer.
You can see he's looking at you, and you can see like things scrolling through his eyes as he's looking. Roll me a deception check with disadvantage.
Why with disadvantage? It's been several hundred years. It looks like since this town was here.
You will see.
Okay. I rolled an 8. This could have been really good if you didn't make me do disadvantage.
It looks at you, and it's just like, I'm sorry, but your image does not match Dr. Arnold's in my database.
Dr. Arnold's
Is he around? Do you know where he is?
I believe he's dead, to be honest with you.
If a robot could gasp, that's what he's doing.
Just hear the dramatic gasp.
We were sent in. It looks like, based on what this town is called now, it's been 5 centuries.
500 years. So, is no one left around? Are you the
No.
new rulers of the city?
I mean, everybody's dead. You and us 3 are the only 3 living beings in the city.
His shoulders slump, and he looks depressed as a robot could. Upset about the situation at hand.
But, on the plus side, we could always use more help and more friends. If you'd like to come adventuring with us, I'd be happy to take you along.
I'm not much of an adventurer myself. I just activated protocols to defend you, organics.
I mean, that's all we really need.
It would be a really great help.
So, are you here to help save the legacy of this once great city? As he starts to look around and seeing the decrepit nature of everything.
We would like to, yes. However, major improvements need to be made to the infrastructure and general structure before we do anything. We represent an organization, and we could probably have them help this city,
I see.
given their resources.
Well, I will be happy to help all I can. I can access many different databanks, from Dr. Arnold's personal journal to schematics of the town or city to protocols dictating what I should do for other organics in absence of Dr. Arnold's.
Hmm. Well,
Does any of these bits of information sound interesting to you at the moment?
you guys interested in this?
I'm a little interested in those journals.
John?
Yeah.
Matt? Eh.
I think it best if you come with us. To be honest.
Well,
You can tell us as we're going.
I can tell you as we're on our way. And he has a pep to his step as he now is following the rest of you. May I please get all of your names so I can save them in my databanks?
Alex Dahl.
Alex?
Mints.
Minth? Pleasure. And your burly friend here?
It's
Borman.
Borman.
Borman. Ah, yes, of course. Well, thank you all for activating me. And you start heading out. As you're heading out, you can kind of see in his eyes that same scrolling as he's going through his memory banks. He says, oh, accessing memory banks. Accessing Dr. Arnold's personal journal. The coal reserve nearby has nearly been tapped out. We need to figure out another resource, or our technological advances will be nothing but paperweights. A man came by today, in an emerald suit. He told us that he had a solution to our problem. We're so desperate, so we offered anything, but he was so generous. We were told, I'm not here to take your money. I'm here to help those who need it. Seems too good to be true. The crystal gives so much power. The machine I built to harvest it could power a city 10 times the size of Machina. If I could see the man in emerald again, I would thank him. Today, there was an explosion at the factory. Someone has made an army of vicious killing machines and is rampaging through the streets. So many people are dying. But on the bright side, the apps are defending the people. Let's hope it's over soon. Apps as an APS is the acronym. I'm the only one left. There are dozens of machines outside. Did the man in Emerald know what was going to happen? I hope that isn't the case. He was so kind. I have an idea. Let's hope the doors hold. I've built a new APS. I call him Otto. I'm going to shape the arcane crystal so it can power his cell. The energy from the crystal is going to hurt while I chip away. This will be my last creation. And his eyes come back to normal. And he kind of thinks, the logs end here.
I kind of shoot a look at Alex and Borman like a...
He,
Well, that wasn't cryptic or anything.
he most likely died chipping that thing away. And then the neutralizer probably found it and got it out of here.
Whoever's leading the charge, I want you to just roll a d3. As you're leaving.
What are we rolling for?
Just roll a d3. It's nothing but flavor.
I'll lead the charge.
Okay.
I'm closest to the door.
But, as you're walking, you can see he has a nice upright step.
And what kind of dice did you want me to roll?
D3.
/roll space D3 in the chat.
Space D3.
Okay. I gotta scroll up in my notes. I got a sandwich. On your way out, you find that you're leaving through the factory. As, you arrive back up on the surface level. And Otto is looking around, quite not really confused, but seems upset by the sight out on the streets. You can see he's obviously an upgraded version of all of the robotic skeletons that are lining the streets. And you can see many of those armored automatons also as well now. Now that you've kind of seen what has happened, you can pick the difference between the two of them.
I'm gonna pat Otto on the back.
He looks at you. I didn't expect this kind of kindness. Many of us were made to serve. Thank you.
Not a problem.
And you head back towards the portal. And the portal works for all of you, including the robot. And Miles jumps out of his seat when you bring Otto back. Let's go back to the quad. He's just like, what? What is that?
It's an automation. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
His name's Otto.
He looks at Miles and he's just like, it's a pleasure to meet you. And Miles is just like, oh, okay.
Things got complicated. We gotta go talk to Abigail.
Things got complicated. Yeah, they did.
Shit happened.
And he's like, oh, of course, yeah. Is the mission done, I'm guessing?
I mean, Otto is now the crystal, or is powered by the thing that we were given, and he's the only one that could take it back.
Oh. Well, that is definitely
yes
important for the captain to know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get in your way.
Yeah, we'll talk, Miles. We'll talk.
Okay. He nods, he gives you a thumbs up, and you guys leave, and you head towards... I'm guessing you head to Abigail's, her office.
Immediately.
Yeah.
You get there, I'm guessing, and do you knock? Do you just walk right in?
I'm gonna knock and then walk in, like the kind of I'm respecting your boundaries by knocking, but ignoring them by coming in anyway. Kind of way.
As you guys walk to her office, you also see you all get weird looks with this new robot. Like not looks of like disgust weirdness. It's more looks of like what did they run into? I want to do missions like that. Fisto 2.0. So Fisto 2.0, yeah. You walk in, and she turns around, and you can see, you've all been pretty good at guessing her emotions from underneath. A bit of surprise.
It's a boy.
Yeah, she has a bit of a fucking goddamn heart attack, but she's just like, how did the mission go? A construct?
It's a boy. Congratulations.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, that crystal you gave us.
Yes.
He was the only receptacle for it.
She just has the strangest look of bewilderment.
And now he's alive. His name is Otto.
He walks up to Abigail and goes to shake her hand. My name is Otto. I'm an automatic personal servant, or APS for short. And she shakes it kind of. She gives that strong handshake, but you can kind of see the sheepish, I don't know if I should or not.
Oh, come
I
on,
don't-
Abigail. He's friendly.
I don't think he'll explode, but I'm also not certain.
I'm not used to people bringing their work home like this.
Well, look, I wasn't gonna leave him in an empty town full of his dead brethren.
I see.
That town deserted. Everybody dead. Hell,
Well-
he was dead when we got there.
It is a legend, right? Like that's to be expected, but this is not.
Otto, relay the journal.
Otto relays the journal, and hearing it a second time, you're still not used to it. And she sits there and she sits back and leans back in her chair and kind of rests her head in her hand on the emerald coats, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
Well,
Strange development.
guys, we're bound to run into them eventually. We do have enemies,
Well, now.
and the emerald coats are ours.
Sorry, Scruff is outside barking at us.
the emerald coats are ours, and they release magical artifacts into the world with no thought of consequence, and they explode. They do crazy things. I'm sure. At least I know the crystal you've ran into one before, but maybe the necrotic orb, maybe the staff. Many of the artifacts you run into were made by them. Powerful, dangerous.
Let's see.
I didn't expect you to run into them or even mention of them so soon, but now that you have, I think I should explain. She points at the robot. He's powered by the more stable crystal, obviously. So
Yes.
I don't have a problem with him still wandering around. Are you thinking of keeping him here?
I
don't see
mean,
why not.
yeah, we could probably drop him with Venus, to be honest with you. It seems like he could always use the help. We could probably sell him to Venus, to be honest with you.
the Otto looks horrified at the mention of selling
Borman
him.
gives you a look as well.
I give Alex a pat, like, oh, come on, can't we keep him?
He makes
have him work here.
he makes me so uncomfortable. Words can't express how not right what he is.
Otto
He's
looks
alive, but not organic. I'm weirded out by this.
Otto looks at you, and you feel like with the look of his eyes, they change to like a green color. You feel violated because he's scanning you, and he's like, "By the look of your outfit, you seem to be a necromancer wizard. Aren't you used to bringing things back to life without a soul?"
Yeah, things that were alive. They had souls. You're a machine.
He looks so dejected when you say that.
I give him another pat on the back. I'm like, oh, come on, he doesn't mean
Borman's
it.
just in the middle, just like...
It's nothing personal. All right,
It
just
feels
like
personal.
why would I feel comfortable when I could have a bull instead of a rodeo bull machine? You know, you can't replicate life like that.
I'm meant to be made in my creator's image.
And he did a great job. You're very lifelike, and that's what's so unsettling about you.
Abigail just like kind of pinches the bridge of her nose, and she's like, "We're not gonna sell him. He's obviously a living thing. Have you ever heard of a Warforged?"
Not really, no.
Have I?
Any of
I've
you?
heard of
Any of
them.
you? She just kind of looks at the rest of you.
I've heard of Warforged.
I have.
Huh.
I have not. From the south.
And what? They're people that are built robotically with arcane fluid coursing through their veins instead of blood. What makes him any different? She points at Otto.
Alex is typing.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's
Oh
gonna
no.
be something so bad that he can't say.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I can feel Matthew like smirking.
Watch him say he's not like us. Oh, he's made a God made Adam and Eve, not rockets and springs.
Mm.
Abigail
But
does
it's
look.
alive and it has a conscience.
Abigail looks at you.
It has feelings, Alex.
I see no reason why it can't just work here. If we leave it back where we found it, it's likely to fall in a hole and die like I almost did.
She looks at you, Alex, like kind of unimpressed, just like, okay, so we all understand that it's alive, and we're gonna leave this selling a living creature thing away. We're gonna not talk about that anymore.
Yeah,
I fully agree, ma'am.
Okay.
I.
Otto, she looks at the robot, at the android, the APS. Please, go talk to, I don't know, go talk to either Tessa or Thatcher or Willis or Miles or someone. Just find someone and to help find you a place here. And
I'm
he
sure
nods.
Venus could always use a stock boy.
She and you know, she kind of like, and if that sounds more appropriate for you than any of the jobs that you're offered here, then go. You can go talk with him. Somebody will escort you to him. And Otto nods and stands up and politely walks out of the room.
He's so polite.
Awkward turtle, am I right?
You're
Look,
the
Alex.
awkward turtle. So, technically it was a successful job. You're alive and you put it into the right place, I guess. She just kind of looks at the rest of you, like seeing what you have to say.
I got nothing.
I've been introduced to a whole other race today, so I'm a bit overwhelmed.
Accomplished?
Mission accomplished. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, at least we know where that artifact is and what it is. So
I mean, I'll be honest with you. When you gave it to me, I could tell that there was like a heartbeat in the side of it. Basically, what happened is we got jumped by some possessed armor and a horror. And instead of letting them beat my ass, I brought them back, and then they proceeded to beat my ass. I almost died, actually. Myth saved my life. I was out for a while, and when I woke up, he was alive. It's been a very strange day for me. I fell through a bank. I fell 3 stories and walked it off. I want to go home. Can we call this a success?
She nods. I mean, it's safe. Like, that's the most important part, is that artifact is in a safe location. So,
Okay.
yeah, sure. Here. she gets out some pouches of money and gives each of you 300 gold pieces.
Ooh.
And please rest your wounds. I see you've all come back half alive.
She probably knows the extra long scars on Borman.
I cough up a little bit of blood from a pierced lung.
She hands you all handkerchiefs.
I need a doctor.
We have many she opens up the window. Is any cleric free right now? She yells into the quad. And you're all three of you are greeted by some clerics, and you're allowed to go rest up and
Help.
and get help. You got the shit kicked out of you.
I almost died. I didn't get the shit kicked out of me. I almost died. Twice in one city.
But as you leave, if you turn to glance at her, there's a little smile across her face. Door closes. You rest up because you fucking need it. Is there anything you want to do in the quad while we're here?
I would love to go visit Venus.
Okay, you can go visit.
Brings-
I'm going to visit Venus as well, but I'm going for a different reason
Okay.
than for a magic item.
Okay.
Well, maybe I wasn't going for a magic item either.
Well, what are you going for, miss? Pretending to have my accent?
I was gonna sell something.
All right. But I thought.
You meet up with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Garbanzo Venus. He's like, "Hello, folks. How are you all doing?"
You know, doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I almost fucking died, Venus.
I see. Oh, that's a shame. How could I lose some of my favorite people in this organization? Most people come
Here's-
and just buy.
Here's 50 gold. Teach me a lightning bolt.
She just like looks at you. Oh. He goes around and he shuffles his through some things, and he opens a spell book and flips it to lightning bolt and just plays. Go ahead and copy that while.
Appreciate it.
And what about the rest of you?
I'm not there currently.
Well, mint.
So, I got this staff here, and I was wondering how much you would give me for it.
He takes it and he holds it and inspects it. I could give you a solid 125 gold for it.
Deal.
Alrighty. Well, he gets the gold out and slides it to you. I'm sure many other people will purchase this fine artifact, fine item. And he goes to find the right shelf for it, which there's an entire shelf of just necromancy items. Aha. And I see that many travels are on your way. I hope all of you do well.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Oh, just so you know, a little robot fella came in here recently and was asking around and said he knew you guys, so I offered him a position if he wanted it. Not sure how he felt about it. He just kind of looks at you guys, and I'm guessing Mint is a little bit more excited than fucking Matthew, than Alex
Yeah.
is about it.
This is the first time Alex has ever encountered a Warforged or heard of one. Of course he's terrified of it.
And John, what are you doing after you've licked your wounds?
Probably getting a drink and probably Thatcher finding him.
Oh shit, what the fuck happened to you guys? I saw the clerics rushing in.
Alex went down again.
Oh,
You He orders a couple of ales for the two of you, and he's like, "You gotta tell me all about it." And he goes to start drinking. And
Wait, what did John say?
Alex went down again.
Hey, fuck you.
And you sit, and
What do you mean again? I've stayed up until now. Canonically, fuck you.
and you tell him about it, and you have your wonderful drink, and the rest of you take some time off as you relax and get your bearings together after getting your sockets shocked.
I'm actually gonna take the time, after writing down my notes on Lightning Bolt,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go back to the portal room with Miles.
Yeah.
But before I do, I'm gonna stop by and make a sandwich. I'm gonna make 2 sandwiches actually, and I'm gonna go over to the portal room with Miles, and I'm just gonna toss him a sandwich that's wrapped up in like a bag or something.
He gets a wide, stupid grin on his face. He's like, "Oh, thanks, man."
Brother, I needed this. I'm just gonna bite into the sandwich.
Sit down.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
And he does. He smiles. He's like, "Oh, I'm from a little town away. I gotta figure. There it is. I'm from a little town called Needlepoint. I have a younger sister and 2 loving parents. But
What's that like?
what? Oh, what's that like?" But I don't think I can go back, personally.
Why not? You seem charming enough.
He kind of rubs the back of his neck. I left my town, like many other people did, to try to remake themselves that are here, because I accidentally blew up half of it.
Holy shit, Miles. How'd you manage that?
I messed with the wrong kind of magic. And I couldn't show my face there anymore. So I left.
Let me ask you something. The wrong kind of magic. Was it an item that was gifted to you by a man cloaked in emerald?
No item, no nothing like that. Just alchemy. The wrong combinations, the wrong everything.
Mm.
I do write my
Are you,
sister though.
I was just about to ask, are they okay?
My family's okay. And I write my sister, but I'm too ashamed to show my face there.
Have you considered bringing them here?
I don't think they'd like it here.
Why not?
The people
Quaint little town.
the people at Needlepoint, they're simple people, you know?
I can understand simple.
So that's why
I say as I kind of pull out my my smoking pipe and
and he's just
Well?
he smiles and he's just like, "I like you guys." You know, most people here, they don't like to speak about themselves. They don't like to talk about why they're here or ask about anybody else's background, because we always look forward here, right? Like, that's the point.
exactly.
But you and your group, everyone likes you. You guys are a nice group.
Well, I'm sure we caught some attention bringing in that Warforged.
Yeah. He's an interesting one.
Yeah, has he come by here yet?
He came by here a couple of times. I didn't really have much for him. This is kind of a one-man job anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you are the portal master.
Yeah,
How
but
does all this work, by the way? Like, I'm familiar with how to Misty Step, but this is seemingly endless teleportation possibilities, and it's all from just one room.
it's kind of like Dimension Door, but we have multiple keys with the different places we go to. And
how is a key made?
Well, it's crafted. You know, it's crafted from like a material that's from the location, and then infused with the essence of it, and then enchanted to portal there. That's a big thing of what our scouts do.
Okay. Really interesting concept. I pull out my grandfather's book
Mm-hmm.
and my component pouch.
Yeah.
This book was in my home before I was removed from it.
He gives you
And
a knowing nod.
And I also slide forward some of some ashes
Mm-hmm.
from the fireplace of the home.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you could teleport me inside my old home, could you?
He gives you a knowing smile. Give me about a day, and I'll figure
Appreciate it.
something out.
There's some books I'd like to grab.
And you leave him to do his work, I'm sure. Well, I mean, you finish lunch with him, and then you leave him to do
Yeah,
work.
I finish lunch with him. I give him a pat on the shoulder, and I tell him, Miles.
Hmm?
You're doing great work here.
He gives you a smile. That's what everyone tells me.
No, really. Like, I couldn't crack this in 100 years.
He waves you off to get to work.
And I go on, and then I conjure Scruff back up.
Aw.
Because everybody keeps killing my fucking dog.
And the rest of you are left off with, doing your thing for a bit.
I do ask Thatcher a question.
What do you ask Thatcher? He's like, he's a little inebriated. He's like, oh, yeah, kid. Sorry, you're my age. Mm. Yeah, what's up?
You know a thing or two about enchanting a weapon?
Enchanting a weapon? I know lots of guys that do. What's up?
Well, he, fingers the maul on his back.
You want that like a +1 or something?
Something of the sort.
I think, we could get some guys to do that. You know it won't be cheap, right?
I know.
Just making sure. And, Jazz, do you want any one last conversation with anybody before we go off?
Do you think Abigail has a little bit of time?
She could probably find some time in her schedule. So, you go up to meet with Abigail. And she gives you... Matthew! She gives you a smile. And, motions to a seat while pushing some papers away. I hate paperwork.
Oh, shit. Laptop's doing weird shit. Give me a sec.
She's just like, when you sit down, she's like, I hate paperwork, and she slides it away.
I can't imagine the paperwork is fun.
I used to be out on the field all the time, and now I'm doing this shit.
I couldn't stand it. I don't know how you do it. Godspeed to you.
Somebody's got to do it, right?
Fair enough.
Would you like anything? Tea? Coffee?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. What would you like? What would you like? What do I have the pleasure of you coming in and speaking with me
I kind of wanted to ask you a little bit more about enemies.
about? The Emerald Coats?
Yeah.
She nods. Yes. Of course. Our rivalry with them is, I guess, since both of our organizations were founded. What questions do you have? She sits up, and it's a bit more of a serious position.
How long have they been around? And how long have you guys been around?
Decades, centuries, maybe. Nowhere near as old as the city of 5 centuries, but maybe 150 years, give or take.
But that doesn't quite make sense.
Why not?
Because in those logs, but that's the city of five centuries, and in those logs, everybody was still alive.
Yes, well, maybe, it's an icon that they're basing their organization off of,
Maybe.
Jazz, I want you to roll me an insight check. Because you seem in a very questioning mood. And I like it.
Ugh.
No. I'll give it to you, even with a 6. You have the inkling she knows more than she's letting on.
Do I feel like it would be wise for me to press this or not at all?
With a 6, you feel like you are not ready to confront your superior about this.
Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask her. So, I get the whole magic artifact thing, but why such specific rivalry? I'm sure these Emerald Coats aren't the only ones just releasing magic artifacts into the world.
Oh, they're not, but they do it the most.
Really?
She kind of points to the bottles up on the shelf. It's probably about a 70-30 split that we found that have been traced back to the Emerald Coats.
That's interesting. Would you happen to know their motives behind such?
From everything that we've gathered, like, you listen to Otto's logs, they seem to do it under, being kind to the people who need it, but it always turns out wrong. Maybe it's miscalculation, maybe it's purposely malicious and just hiding it. Not exactly sure.
For rivals, it doesn't seem like a whole lot is known about them.
We're both secret organizations. It's hard to know much about each other.
So I take it they also don't know much about the neutralizers then?
Not as much as not more than we know about them.
Well, that's at least a little bit of a relief.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever have people running into them on the field? Does it ever kind of turn out ugly?
Sometimes. And usually only one makes it back of the 2. That's been about even. They have strong people. But so do
that's
we.
That's at least good to know. I just kind of wish we knew about this before we signed up. Not that it would have changed anything, but a heads up would have been nice.
Yeah. I thought that maybe if, I changed a bit of tactics up, maybe not exactly told people about them, then we wouldn't have as many losses. You know?
Maybe, but imagine if we had come into one on the field. We wouldn't know what the hell's going on.
And I'm sorry about that. I truly am.
Well, what's done is done.
Oh. I appreciate questions, and I thank you for taking time out of your day to come see me.
No problem. Thank you for seeing me, Abigail.
She,
Oh. By the way, I think we kind of missed this in our last meeting, but we did finally come up with a team name.
Oh? Really? She gets down a piece of paper with your files all stapled to it.
It seems like we've decided on the Lazuli Wisps.
Lazuli Wisps. All right. Now, I can just broadcast across the entire speaker system and you'll know who it is.
Excellent.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Abigail. Have a good day.
And you leave. With a little bit of an odd feeling in your gut, but it's nothing too pressing,
I swear to God, there was a bird.
I swear to God.
There's this weird bird outside. I don't know. It's right
Abigail.
out our window.
Brad, Lazuli Wisp, Brad.
Abigail, you leave and you go to do your daily business, and Abigail pulls one of the papers out of her file of paperwork and looks at the strange readings that her scouts have brought back to her. This can't be right, she says. And that's where I'm going to end it for today.
Ah.